Ever had that situation when you spent all this time creating what you thought was an absolutely fantastic blog post, right? You put it all together, you checked it, you double-checked it, you triple-checked it, and you published it, right? Then you went to bed feeling pretty pleased with yourself. Next morning you get up to check out what's going on. Not a single visitor. Not a single comment. Ever happened to you? How do you feel about that? Because I can sure remember that. I was convinced that it was so good, people would be jumping over themselves to come and read what I had to say, right? I never worked out at that point how to get people to come to my blog, how to drive traffic to it. I didn't realise you had to promote your post. In fact, the marketing aspect of your blogging is maybe 80% of the job. 20% is the actual post creation itself. I didn't know that. So if you're in a situation where you're creating blog posts but you're not getting anyone visiting you or leaving comments, or if you go to Google Analytics, you're getting 1 or 2 visitors a week or something, then let me tell you, you need to market your blog. And the first thing you've got to make sure is that the stuff you've written is worth sharing. If your content is crap, then don't expect people to share it. Don't expect people to find it, read it, comment on it, right? You've got to make sure that your content is shareable and is epic, all right? That's what you've got to do. Now, to do that, you've got to know who you're writing for. You need to check out and understand who your target audience is. Because once you know who your target audience is, then it's a lot easier for you to create a blog post that's of interest to them, that solves a problem for them, that solves a pain for them, okay? That's what good bloggers do. And once you do that, then you're halfway there in terms of marketing your blog post, all right? Now, here's some thoughts for you. How you can go about marketing that blog post of yours and getting more traffic and hopefully more comments and hopefully more people subscribing to your lists, which I hope you're doing as well, right? So apart from making sure you've got epic content, one thing you can do is blog hopping, all right? In other words, go visiting other blogs, especially influential blogs in your niche, okay? And make sure you comment on the posts, and the comment's got to be valuable. And by the way, the comment is going to reflect on you, your credibility, your authenticity, your authority. So make sure you do it properly, okay? Now, these influential bloggers are probably not your target market. In fact, for sure they're not going to be a target market, right? However, people who are visiting that blog may very well be. That's the reason you visit these influential bloggers, right? To get your name out there, to get yourself positioned in front of their traffic. That's what it's all about, right? And by the way, when you're there, after you've done your blog comment, right, also share their content. Share their content socially. Please make sure you do that, okay? And when you share it, do it original. Don't just take the standard Twitter stuff, for example. Put your own words in there. Because I can tell you these influential bloggers will notice that. They will notice that. And they will come and visit with you and check you out. And so will their commentators and visitors to their site, right? The other thing while you're on these influential blogs, check out the other commentators. Look carefully at who they are, right? And if they're writing things that you think, wow, maybe they could be interested in what I'm on about, okay? Because they're talking about similar challenges to you, right? Then go and visit their blog and leave a comment on their post. That's what this is all about, right? You have got to give. You've got to be a giver. And if you're a giver, that's marketing in a very smart way. I can tell you that, right? Because the more you give, the more targeted quality traffic you'll get back to your content. A few other ways you can get traffic to your site. Go to forums and leave quality comments on forums, all right? Now, the problem with forums is you can't leave a whole lot of other stuff there. You probably just leave a signature with a particular link to your blog, all right? But there are some places you can actually do better than that. And they're question and answer sites. A place like Quora. And if you've been reading my blog in the past, I can tell you I've been talking about this a lot. Because when you go and give a good answer on Quora, you can also give direct links to posts that you've created that relate exactly to the question that's been posed on Quora. Okay? Quora.com. check it out. It's really worth it for great targeted traffic to your blog post. So apart from forums and question and answer sites, don't forget social media, all right? Now, I can tell you, these are the things I use. I use a thing called Tribe Pro and OnlyWire and IFTTT. If this, then that. IFTTT.com, okay? So Tribe Pro, OnlyWire, IFTTT. Those three things help me to spread my blog posts socially. But I also go to Facebook individually and put something in there as well, right? And make sure you add an image to it, anything you're posting, because people prefer the images to anything else, whether it's on Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Another thing I do, which you might find helpful in terms of building traffic to your posts, is to repurpose the posts. Take your blog post, create a podcast from your blog post and upload it to iTunes with links back to your blog. Or create a SlideShare presentation and put it on SlideShare. That's slideshare.com. With, again, links back to your post. Or create a video introducing your post, put it on YouTube, for example, with a link back to your post. Now, they're not too difficult, because once you've done the post, all the content work's done. All you're doing is repurposing it, right? And getting more and more links back to your blog and back to that particular post, so you're getting traffic to the post, and that's what you want. Now, some people use SEO, search engine optimization. I'm not much good at that, I'll be quite frank with you, right? I'm always battling between trying to get organic traffic in the search engines and matching that with my conversational approach and my conversational style, and a heading for my blog that's got a bit of intrigue rather than what the search engine is looking for. So I'm not the best person to ask for that. But if you're good at it, it can help you. Another thing you should be doing is building your email list. And I can tell you that's one way to get great traffic to your blog posts. Every time you come up with a new blog post, make sure your list knows, and send it to them, okay? Send them to that particular blog post and encourage them not just to visit with it, but leave your comments, okay? And to also send back emails to you saying requests for other types of blog posts that they may want, all right? So please make sure it's interactive with your email list, and make sure your email list is fully aware of your blog content on a regular basis. And the last thing I mentioned, because this video has gone too long already, right? Rather than we're talking about free traffic, what about paid traffic? I mean, if you make the video on YouTube, then promote the video on YouTube. If you put a post into Facebook, right, then boost the post. I mean, there are different ways of driving your traffic. Oh, by the way, if you upload a video, not to YouTube, but you upload a video directly to Facebook, then you have the opportunity to add a link directly to your post at the end of that particular video. Now that's important, okay? And by the way, if you're talking about live video, Facebook Live and YouTube Live, both of those things can help you also in terms of promoting your post. That's enough for now, all right? So I hope you found some value in that. All the very best, and talk to you next time, okay? Bye for now.